Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Mary, in charge of training and career advisory services here at Corporate Staffing. And today we are discussing about some of the qualities that makes a good manager. I am glad to be joined by one of our lead facilitators for our senior management and leadership course, Mr. Paminas, who will be shedding more light in this conversation. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Mary, for having me.
Great. We're looking at what makes a good manager, or rather some of the qualities to look out for.
Yes.
Maybe that is where we need to start from. So what are some of the qualities that we need to look out for when we're talking about good managers?
Yes, I believe for any business to succeed, they need to have in place a manager with certain qualities. Mm-hmm. So whether you are assessing your current team or you're thinking of bringing someone on board, there are some specific traits or qualities that you need to look out for. And some of them include, number one, integrity. Mm-hmm. For me, I believe integrity is the cornerstone of everything. Mm-hmm. Because if you bring on board an individual who's not morally upright, they don't adhere to a certain ethical code, then you can see the potential of things going wrong, either in terms of how they run the business operations, how they interact with the staff, how they interact with customers, suppliers. Mm-hmm. So for me, integrity is really key. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and many businesses have messed themselves up by hiring people who don't have, the right moral standing. Mm-hmm. After that, I would look at, do they have good understanding of the business? Mm-hmm. So either I will be looking at their past experience, or be looking at, if this is someone who's worked with me, have they demonstrated that they understand the business? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Other skills to look out for, Mary, would be good people management skills. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, as I always say, we are in the people business, even in management or leadership position. Mm-hmm. So your ability to interact with others really matters. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And closely related to ability to interact with others is emotional intelligence. Mm-hmm. Are they first self-aware of who they are at an individual level, even before they can interact with others? Yeah. And lastly, but not least, because there are so many qualities, is also communication skill. And communication here is, are you able to sell your agenda? Are you able to bring people on board? Are you able to communicate your expectations? Because how do you achieve results through others? You can only be able to achieve results through others if you're able to manage people well, if you have good people management skills, if you're emotionally intelligent, and most importantly, if you're able to communicate
effectively.
Especially effectively, yeah, because all our interactions are based on communication. Yeah, so I would say there are obviously more qualities, they are not just 5, but for me, from where I stand or sit, I believe those are the key ones. Yeah.
The 5 stands out.
Yes.
Now, we know leadership, management comes with a job description, and leadership is a skill that can be learned and mastered.
Sure.
This makes me to ask, why do managers struggle?
There are various reasons why they struggle. Number one, it could be that they were not really prepared for the role. A lot of times, if you look at the people we promote, it's because they are very good at what they do. So if it's Mary, I'll promote you because you are so fantastic with training. But does that mean you understand the business? No. Does that mean you have good people management skills? So there could be that gap. Yeah. So the fact that someone is really good at their job, it doesn't mean their management or leadership material. So that's number one. Number two, also, it could be in terms of expectations. At times, as CEOs, as MDs, at the board, we hire people and we assume a lot. We assume they know our expectations. So if you don't communicate the expectations, then this person is bound to fumble because they don't know. And you'll find there's a lot of friction between the two parties. Yeah. The third thing is, has this person been given the right support? The instances where I've met managers, they are really competent, they want to make a difference, but when you look at the culture, when you look at the tools, they're not getting really the support they need. So I believe it's not important, it's not only that we need to bring the managers on board, but also they need ongoing support, so for them to be able to deliver. Yeah. And you talked about job description, and I also talked about expectation. I think that's a good foundation. Really, when this individual comes on board, or you have them to set clear expectation from the word go, and then also you keep appraising them and giving them feedback. This is where what you're doing well, Mary. These are the areas that you need to improve on. Yeah, I believe Yeah, those are some of the things I would look at as far as the management effectiveness goes. Yeah.
And talking about not assuming the expectations, that they know what is expected of them,
Yeah.
how then can employers empower their managers?
There are many ways, and it's really something important. Empowering the managers is really something key. What the organizations that we support, how have we seen them do that? Number one, regular feedback is very important. So this can either be structured where we do appraisals twice a year, or it can be the spur of the moment, like Mary, hey, you did well on this project, or these are the areas we feel that you're dropping the ball. Yeah, so regular feedback is very important. Second is on the aspect of training and development. A lot of the people we promote, really, they are lacking in terms of leadership skill. And as you and I know, leadership is a skill. Just because someone is confident, someone is outgoing, doesn't mean they really have people management skills. Yeah. How do they know how to delegate? Do they know what to focus on? Do they know about the business strategy? Yeah. Can they be able to motivate a team? Yeah. Things like conflict management, emotional intelligence. So those are all the soft skills. So let's not assume. So I always advise employers, whenever you're promoting someone, whether it's from an ordinary employee to a supervisor, the first thing that you need to do is really take them through a training program. Yes, whereby they're able to learn these principles, and the work will be much easier. The other thing is provide them with the right resources. Let's not make assumptions. Yeah. Facilitate their work, make it easier for them. Yeah, and that with now, instead of focusing on where the problems are, they'll be able now to focus on adding value to the business or organization. Yeah.
Great. I agree with you, especially on the training and development aspect.
Yeah.
Very important, because an individual or managers can be able to hone their skills and do better.
Precisely. Yes. Skills development is an area that really can be helpful to these individuals to give their very best. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Great. Indeed, when it comes to leadership and management, and you as a manager, as a head of department, as a supervisor, it is very important that you get to work on your leadership skills so that you're able to have some of the key qualities that Paminas has highlighted. And most importantly, as an employer, empowering your managers, your supervisors, your heads of departments is very key for them to be more effective in their roles. And this is where we come in handy as corporate staffing services, both at individual level and even at corporate level. We are able to customize the leadership and senior management course to suit your needs as an organization. The link below will guide you on how to reach out to us, and we look forward to empowering your managers or your leadership team. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.